Well, first of all, the first thing I need to address is the most important topic, maybe of the past month that you've had. You met Doug the Pug recently.
Oh, yes.
How was that?
I
Was he
did.
not the coolest?
He was very cool and super cute.
He's got a few followers on Instagram, huh?
He does have quite a lot of followers on Instagram, and I don't think he knows how many he's got. I don't think he realizes how famous he actually is.
Tell me about how that all happened. Was it in Nashville, I think?
Yeah, we were in
where was
Nashville, and I guess Doug's parents reached out, and they were like, well, Doug's a fan, and he'd like to come to the show. I was like, great, that's so cool. I would love to meet him. Can we also play with Doug backstage? And they were like, yeah. So they brought Doug backstage. They also brought a robe for Doug so he could dress up as if he was in the New Rules video. So that was good fun. And then, believe it or not, Doug did stay for the show, and he had little, dog earphones to protect his ears. It was super cute, really cute.
Is
Loved
he
it.
the first non-human you've put on a guest list?
He is definitely the first non-human I've put on the guest list. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your year, 2017. My gosh. Craziness, huh?
Yeah, it's been that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been crazy. Honestly, it's been crazy. I can't believe.
Like I said before, the most streamed female UK artist ever. And you had a huge anthem worldwide with New Rules. So congratulations. Give her a round of applause. 4 huge songs in this saga of Dua Lipa so far, and of course, many more to come. And, you know, it was a huge female anthem. It's so empowering. And a lot of people say, you know, that it's crazy that there are still these, you know, first anything for women, first this, first that. Do you think that 2018, in that respect, in that regard, is going to be another big year of firsts for women? Or do you think it's going to be less first because they're more on an equal playing field?
I think. Well, personally, I would like to see less firsts, because there are so many women already doing such amazing things that there should just be women taking over, really.
I can't imagine you would think that.
That's how I feel.
I like it.
But, you know, there have been some things, and people had come up and been like, oh, you know, how does it feel? Or more to the point, they've been like, why do you think that it's taken, for example, 2 years for someone to get a #1 after Adele in 2015? And it's not that there's been a lack of female artists. It's actually purely for the reason that a lot of big female artists, especially, have been working on their new projects. So it's also given time for new artists to have, I guess, a minute in the spotlight to be heard. And I guess with the times changing and with streaming and everything, it's really important that this has happened and so many new artists are being heard. And, you know, it's all getting kind of mixed together, which is nice. So in 2018, hopefully less firsts and more women.
So I checked this morning. New Rules, 751 and change million views on YouTube. Absolutely insane.
It's insane. Thank you.
And you know, you are so prolific now in the music world, and you've been at it for so long. I imagine that there are a laundry list of people, of DJs, you know, since you're from the UK and electronic music has been bigger over there and continues to be more mainstream over there. DJs that you have worked with and want to work with. So is there any rework of New Rules that you want to work, or someone that you would be interested in taking it and seeing what they could do with it?
Well, I don't know about New Rules anymore. I feel very lucky there was like an 80s remix that had come out of the song by someone called Initial Talk, and everyone went crazy about it, and so we decided to kind of just release it officially. And it's always exciting, I guess, to just, you know, not necessarily have to commission a remix, but wait for new DJs or new producers or whatever to just take the song and make it as their own and be able to just promote that from there. And it just kind of, just opens doors for everyone, I guess.
And what's the next song that you're really excited for everyone to start singing?
Am I allowed to swear? Okay, I don't give a f***.
So
I'm really looking forward to that. We've already shot a video for it, but I guess with what I guess New Rules is kind of doing its thing. I don't want to distract from it. So hopefully in the new year, whenever the time's right, I'm excited to show you guys that.
So I know, I'm not sure if you know, but the DJ Dylan Francis has a record label called ID Gaffos, which I think everyone can figure out what that stands for. It's what you said plus something else on the end.
I'm allowed to say
Would
it.
that be something that you would be interested in working with him on, since it's so close together, or is it like, let's see what happens?
I guess I just haven't thought about it, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. I have a couple questions here from the audience.
All right, let's
a couple
do it.
people want to ask. Where's Alexandra Staples? All right.
Hi.
Hey. She wants to know, who's the nicest celebrity you've met?
Do you know what? I've been really fortunate, and everybody I've met's been really, really lovely. I recently hung out with Khalid, and he is so sweet. He's super, super lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna say Khalid, just because recently he's got my heart.
Where's Sarah? Sarah D. All right.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah wants to know, what song on the album is your favorite to perform and why?
Favorite song to perform? I guess it changes quite often. I love performing New Rules, just because it's a song that kind of closes off the set, but it's also it's definitely the most dancey one. And I kind of, during the whole set, I want to make sure that we start dancing, bring it down in the middle, and make sure that everybody leaves really sweaty. So that's one of my favorite ones.
Is there one that maybe isn't one of the big pop singles that you're super proud of and you wish people would recognize more?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, Genesis is a song that's kind of like a fan favorite online, and I mean, I'm really grateful that people like that one because it's a really personal one for me, and I guess some of the more honest ones, I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to put them on the album, like Genesis and No Goodbyes and Homesick, and so yeah, I love performing those as well.
Cool. Where's Jess B? Jess B. Hey. Jess wants to know, what's your favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza, probably just plain margarita.
Where's Michael Ryder? Michael, hey.
Hey.
Michael.
Twins. Wait, not twins. Doesn't
Michael
make
and
sense, whatever. I was like, one after the other, twins. Anyway.
Michael and I were kind of thinking the same thing, because I had kind of the same question, or the same thought. I kind of feel like with your success this year, it's kind of been in the similar vein to how we were talking about Lady Gaga when she was coming up. It was like, who's this singer with a name that's interesting to pronounce? And then she had a string of hits, and now she is one of the biggest stars in the world. So in that vein, Michael wanted to know if you wanted to consider collaborating with Lady Gaga, and if so, what would be the direction that you go in musically with her, if it was your choice?
Well, I absolutely love her. I'm such a fan, and I always have been. And I mean, I love how she's grown as an artist. I love the direction that she's taken now, and I love the album Joanne. I've recently been listening to The Cure, and I feel like I'd love to try and do something, if I was to work with her, something in quite a pop vein. So yeah.
And then I know you did a big, a widely circulated BBC One show cover of The Weeknd about a month ago.
Yeah.
It's the number one thing that pops up besides your video. Was it a month ago?
No, it was actually maybe last year.
Oh my goodness. Well, now it's popping up everywhere because
Okay,
everyone
cool.
loves that song. But the question from Julia, where's Julia, is what is your favorite song to cover?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I guess. Well, I really enjoyed covering "Cruel" by Zayn and Snake Hips, and that was really fun. But "The Hills" by The Weeknd was definitely one of my favorite covers that I've done.